Hello, and welcome. This is Viractal. At least, I hope it's pronounced that way. A wonderful and adorable tabletop RPG game. This game has quickly become a favorite of mine, and I'm gonna be sharing it with you today. First off, grab 2 friends to join you on an adventure, or play solo and control all of the characters. Choose a campaign, and go kill stuff to prepare for the boss fight. During your journey, you will be rolling dice for movement, interacting with locations around the map, obtaining quests from the GM and from towns, and lastly, you'll be leveling up your character as you go. Each character has their own starting deck of cards and starting stat values, alongside 2 random passives from a preset pool of passives for that character. Combat in the game is pretty simple to learn, and different attacks have different flashy effects and animations. The cards you use will charge up tokens indicated in the bottom, and they will cost tokens if any are indicated in the top. Damage can be found over in the top right, and any special information will pop up in a box next to the card. Enemies you come across will look somewhat similar to previous ones, but they might have a gimmick that you need to be careful about. This is especially true for other maps you play in. This goblin, for example, is basic, but this one will remove cards from your deck permanently. This is unrelated, but I love this little guy too much to not include him. This is a mimic, and it has a wonderful design and is my favorite enemy outside of the bosses. This game is filled with a bunch of different enemies, and battling them and figuring out which ones do what is really fun. Now, if we go back, if you end up losing some cards, you can easily regain some from the goddess statues, level ups, and from treasure chests. Other stuff like passives can be obtained from events, potions, and from leveling up to level 5 and level 10. If you want better rewards, you'll first have to boost your drop stats. These are the little stats in your player card right here. And to do so, you'll have to consume some steak, go to one of these circle statues, or you'll possibly obtain some benefits during events. These are kind of rare though. Since this game is a co-op adventure, and in the title it says, "Will you trust your party?" you will need to be somewhat mindful of what you choose to prioritize when going after some of these statues, circles, treasure chests, and anything else. Most of the time, the statues, for example, are going to be one-time usages, so if someone else on your team really needs it, you might want to hand it over to them. On the topic of moving around and exploring, as you take turns and move around the map, the days you have remaining will dwindle further and further. Once it reaches 0, you'll be forced to fight the boss, so make sure you're ready for it. Regardless of if you win or lose, you should end the game with an amount of soul points. These are rewarded for completing missions and messing with your friends through accepting secret letters. These secret letters are kind of a double-edged sword. You profit off of your friends' suffering, so if you enjoy doing that, have fun. But if you are trying to complete a chapter, then you might want to lay off at certain moments. These secret letters can screw up their rolls when it comes to certain events, they can take more damage, or they can get a really bad starting hand. Honestly, these aren't all that bad compared to what they could be, but it could suck losing out on a specific event, and that's pretty much the extent of how bad it gets. Otherwise, I accept all of them and I'm sorry. I'm just being honest, the payout at the end when a chapter is completed is pretty worth it. These soul points are going to be really important because they are the main currency of the game. When you complete a match, you'll be able to mess around in the alchemy area, and this area will allow you to purchase new things for future runs, be it new classes, new locations, new cards, and a few other items. All of these new items will drastically make your journey way more fulfilling, way more full of life, and way more fun with the new abilities you'll be able to use. As a side note, you do have to purchase the next chapter, so make sure you have some soul points on hand for that big purchase. Overall, this game is a great pickup if you're looking for a fun tabletop adventure to enjoy with a small group of friends. The campaigns are really short compared to other games, and the game does have a save feature. The overall progression of the game is really fun, the gameplay is very simple so you don't have to worry about too much when it comes to learning the game itself, and if you're worried that the game is going to be too simple and too easy, I can assure you some of the enemies and fights you'll be getting into are pretty challenging given the differences between enemies and missions you have to do, but definitely look forward to learning about enemies and certain abilities that they have. Did I mention co-op with friends is pretty straightforward and fun? This game is genuinely one of my favorites, and I've been having a blast for the past month playing the game with friends on a pretty often basis. I'm up to 42 hours now, and we just completed the entirety of the game, although we haven't unlocked everything, so I'm looking forward to doing that. But regardless, I had hoped to get this video out sooner so I could share the game with you all, and if you want to check it out, I'll have the link down below to the Steam page. I do hope you enjoyed this game. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're still looking for games to play, check out the channel. I upload a ton of content, so hopefully you'll find something fun and new to play, but that's gonna be it for this one. I will see ya.